I speak very fluent. And I talk English very good, but not clear sometimes.
Fluent or fluently?
Oh, this is such a real moment. Because now we are not talking about what you say, we are talking about how you say it. Confident, natural, fluent, clear, smooth, correct. These are powerful words. But here's the problem. Sometimes you need one form, sometimes another. And you can hear Emma. She knows the words, but something feels slightly off. Not completely wrong, but not natural either. And this is exactly where learners get stuck, because the difference is small, but the impact is big. When you use the right form, you sound smooth, clear, confident.
Yeah, exactly. The meaning is correct, but the structure is slightly off, and that changes how it feels.
All right, I'm Zivara, and today we fix something very important: how to describe how you speak. This is day 27, and today is about adjectives and adverbs. This is where your English becomes precise, not just correct, but natural, smooth, confident. Because now you can say, I speak fluently. I speak clearly. I speak confidently. Instead of, I speak fluent. I speak clear. And that small shift changes everything. It makes your English sound complete. Because communication is not just about words. It's about how those words sound.
I'm Oren, and yeah, this is a big step. Because now you are shaping your voice, not just your sentences.
All right, let's feel these words in two forms. And this time, pay attention carefully. One describes you. The other describes how you speak. Confident. This is an adjective. It describes you. I am confident. I am confident. And now listen to the change. Confidently. This is an adverb. It describes your action. I speak confidently. I speak confidently.
Next, natural. This is an adjective. It sounds natural. It sounds natural. And now, naturally. This is an adverb. I speak naturally. I speak naturally.
Next, fluent. This is an adjective. I am fluent. I am fluent. And now, fluently. This is an adverb. I speak fluently. I speak fluently.
Next, clear. This is an adjective. It is clear. It is clear. And now, clearly. This is an adverb. I speak clearly. I speak clearly.
Next, smooth. This is an adjective. It is smooth. It is smooth. And now, smoothly. This is an adverb. I speak smoothly. I speak smoothly.
And finally, correct. This is an adjective. This is correct. This is correct. And now, correctly. This is an adverb. I speak correctly. I speak correctly.
Now you can feel the difference. Adjective describes you. Adverb describes how you act.
Now, this is the key. When you describe yourself, you use an adjective. I am confident. I am fluent. That feels complete. But when you describe your action, you use an adverb. I speak confidently. I speak fluently. And this is where Emma struggled. She said, I speak fluent. And you can feel it. Something is missing. And the moment you say, I speak fluently, everything becomes smooth.
And here's another one. I talk English very good. This is very common, but more natural would be, I speak English very well.
So remember this feeling. State, I am confident. Action, I speak confidently.
Yeah, small shift, but powerful difference.
All right, now let's step into that moment again. And this time, listen carefully to how Emma is speaking. Not just what she says, but how it sounds.
Yeah, imagine this. You are talking to someone, maybe introducing yourself, maybe explaining something. Your words are correct, but the way you describe your speaking is slightly off. And that small difference changes how confident you sound. Just listen.
I speak English very fluent. And I try to talk very clear.
Fluent or fluently?
Yes, I speak very fluent. But sometimes I speak not correct.
Okay, I understand.
I want to speak more natural and more smooth.
All right.
I try to speak confident. But sometimes I don't feel confident.
I understand. But your sentences feel a bit off.
All right, let's fix this together and make it sound natural. Emma said, I speak English very fluent. Yeah, this one feels slightly off. A more natural way would be, I speak English very fluently.
Then, I try to talk very clear. We improve it. I try to speak very clearly.
Then, but sometimes I speak not correct. We fix it. But sometimes I don't speak correctly.
Then, I want to speak more natural and more smooth. We make it natural. I want to speak more naturally and more smoothly.
And finally, I try to speak confident, but sometimes I don't feel confident. This one is interesting. The first part needs improvement, but the second part is already correct, so we refine it. I try to speak confidently, but sometimes I don't feel confident. And this is the key. Adverb for action, adjective for feeling.
I speak English very fluently. And I try to speak very clearly.
That sounds good.
But sometimes I don't speak correctly.
That's okay.
I want to speak more naturally and more smoothly.
Nice.
I try to speak confidently, but sometimes I don't feel confident.
Now I understand you clearly.
Now you can feel the difference. Smooth, natural, confident.
Yeah, now it sounds complete. All right, your turn. Focus on how you speak. I speak confidently. I speak confidently. I speak clearly. I speak clearly. I speak fluently. I speak fluently. I speak naturally. I speak naturally. I speak smoothly. I speak smoothly. I speak correctly. I speak correctly.
All right, let's bring this into real life. Imagine you are speaking to someone, maybe in an interview, maybe meeting someone new. Before, you say, I speak fluent, I speak good, and something feels missing. But now, you say, I speak fluently, I speak clearly, I speak confidently. And suddenly, your voice changes. I remember this very clearly. There was a moment when I said, I speak English good, and the person understood me, but something felt incomplete. And later, I said, I speak English well, and that one small change made me feel more confident. And that's when I realized, confidence is not just inside you. It comes from how your sentence feels. And now, you are building that. Not just correct English, but natural English.
Yeah, and that's the shift. Not just speaking, but sounding confident.
All right, let's take a second. Before today, your sentences felt slightly off.
Now, they feel smooth and natural.
Today, you can now describe how you speak, clearly and confidently. This is real communication.
Smooth, clear, confident.
See you in day 28.